Hi, 4th grade. So we've missed 2 weeks of orchestra, and I've got to make sure that you don't get behind. So I'm going to show you at your home how you find the balance point on the bow and how you form your bow hand there. So here we go. First of all, I am doing a mirror image of you. So point your frog right here the same direction as mine, which is that way. Okay, so point your frog that way. Notice that I'm not touching the bow here right now. I'm touching only the stick. That's also very important. First thing we have to do is find the balance point on your bow, because that's where we're going to put our hand right now. So there's a special place where you can just barely pinch the bow and it sits flat, and that is called the balance point. Now if you get it too close to the frog goes up. It's not balanced, right? If you go too close to the tip, that's wrong too. So you slide your hand until you can barely pinch with 2 fingers and the bow sits flat. And this is your balance point. So I'm going to let you pause your video right now and find your balance point, and then you can hit play again. Okay, so now I want you to watch that balance point with your eyes. Take your left hand, put it on your bow at about the middle, on the stick, not on the hair, on the stick, and let go with your right hand. Still looking at your balance point. Flop your right hand, slide it on over the frog, and stop with your middle finger at approximately your balance point. Now if it's just a little bit off, it's okay, but approximately your balance point. Make sure your fingers are dripping nice and far over the bow, and you notice you might be touching the very, very edge of the bow hair. Miss Smith is telling you this is okay. All right? This time, this is okay. After your fingers are nice and drippy, you take your thumb and you tuck it and make a really beautiful thumb bump. Violins, bass, and viola, your thumb bump comes straight down like this. Your thumb touches underneath the stick. Your thumb bump is so deep that you might just barely brush the edge of the bow hair with your thumb. It's possible. And Miss Smith is telling you this is okay this time. All right, cellos, you guys still put your thumb on the side just like you do on your pencil, right? So your thumb should not touch the bow hair. It's got a little bit of a bend to it, but not as deep as violins or violas or basses. Now, if you're a cello, hey, you're done. Congratulations. If you're a bass and you put your thumb on its tip underneath, hey, you're done. Congratulations. Violins and violas, you have one more step, and that's to put the pinky on top. And then we turn our tip towards the top, and voila, we've got our bow hand at the balance point. Now you can tap your fingers, you can cut your froggy, you can do up like a rocket, you can do Pinocchio. Everything you've done on the pencil, you can now do on the bow. Now there's one other game I want to show you about staying loose. This is called 5-4-3-2 Gooey. Okay? And we're going to do this. First we have to start out, do that thing Miss Smith told you never ever to do, and that's to grab your bow, but only as a negative example. So I'm going to grab my bow with my beautiful bow hand like this. So everything is still, I've got that thumb up, my fingers are over, pinkies on top for violins and violas, but it's really, really tight. Now I'm going to count backwards and get looser and looser as I go. 5, 4, 3, 2, Gooey. And by the time you get to Gooey, you should have the loosest bow hand, super round, super comfy that you can imagine. You should feel like in this hole, you have the world's most awesome toasted marshmallow. It's golden brown all the way around, it's not burned, and it is so gooey inside. So let's do that together. Your best bow hand, your balance point. Ready? Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, Gooey. You can even check yourself. You can put your other hand inside and feel it. Can you move it around? If it's really stiff, you're not gooey. Try it again. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, Gooey. So that's our last bow game, and you can play all your bow games at your balance point now. See you next week.